Hi guys, what's up? Welcome to yet another video with me, Riaan. I know I haven't been doing many travel videos these days because, well, we can't travel, so I thought I'd do something really interesting, travel related. As you all know, I speak French and I've been learning French, so today I decided to do 10 French terms that you should remember or you should keep in mind if you're ever going to France or Paris on a vacation. This does not mean that you actually are going to learn to speak French, but I'm just giving you 10 of the most common expressions that I'm not going to say are going to help you kind of communicate with anyone, but it'll just add some nice touches when you are in Paris or France. If you just use these words, it'll make people feel better, it'll get better reactions for you, and it'll kind of overall help you in your experience when you are in France. So here goes 10 common French expressions you should use when you're traveling to France next as a tourist. Okay, I've got my little notebook here with books so I can refer because I can't remember all of them in one. Starting with the simplest and the most common one, which is bonjour. Bonjour, guys. I often know a lot of people who go to France. We all just end up saying hi, hello to everyone because we don't speak French. You don't need to speak French to say bonjour, okay? Also, during the course of this video, I'm going to add these words down in the caption so you can remember them or make a note of them, okay? So as I was saying, you don't need to speak French to be able to say bonjour, something as simple as bonjour. It's just adding to the whole French experience when you go into a shop or when you see someone. I see a lot of people who just go to France and say like hi when they enter, and the people are saying back bonjour back to them. So if you do go to France and want to just greet people in their language, all you can do is start saying bonjour very regularly. It can be used all the way till about 5 in the evening, I would say. And it can be used formally, informally, universally. You can just use bonjour, okay? Bonsoir is the second expression. Bonsoir. 5 o'clock in the evening onwards, you start wishing people bonsoir, which is good evening, okay? And you say that basically when you see someone. So when you enter a shop in the evening, you say bonsoir to them, or you see friends, or you just like see anybody on the road or at your hotel or whatever, you greet them bonsoir, bonsoir. What's interesting is that you can also use bonsoir when you're leaving them. So like how in English we say have a good evening or good night. So when you're leaving friends or leaving a restaurant after a dinner late at night, no matter how late in the night it is, even if it's 11:59 in the night, you say bonsoir, which means have a good evening or something. So that's something that you can remember. So we've got bonjour, bonsoir. If you want to actually say have a good evening, you can also say bonne soirée. Bonne soirée. I'm putting it in the caption. But if you can't remember bonsoir, just say bonsoir at the end of your conversation or at the start of your conversation. That's really good. Okay, another thing that you will find really useful to use when you are in Paris, when you're on the crowded metro or on the escalator or a shop, and if you want to go through and if you please say excuse me or may I pass, people are not going to understand you because you're saying it in English, and often you hear people who will not respond because they can't understand. The French word is pardon. Just like in English, pardon, in French it's pardon. So you just say pardon, merci for thank you. So pardon, pardon, you can use it in the metro if you want to go through. If people are blocking you, you just say pardon, and you will be able to pass. You will often hear people saying that to you also if you are blocking their way unintentionally. So they say pardon, so you know what they are referring to when they say pardon. And yep, so that's something that you must remember, okay? Bonne journée. Guys, this is a great expression to know because everybody says it when you're in France in the day, whether you're at a shop or at a cafe or a restaurant or anywhere or at your hotel. You say bonjour to greet people, but when you want to leave them and you're saying have a nice day, you'll say bonne journée. Bonne journée. Okay, bonne journée is a great way just to say have a nice day, and this will really add a nice touch, and people will think that, you know, I mean, this is a tourist that is informed, who has actually made an effort to learn a couple of little cultural elements before coming to this country. And I think it's very important when you're going to any country, even if I go to say Turkey or China or whatever, I make sure I remember the hi, good morning, thank you. And even though I'm not really having a conversation with these people, I make sure I kind of put in these few words because it really makes a big difference, okay? if someone is speaking French to you and you don't understand what they are saying and you don't want to say, I don't understand in English, because they won't understand, you just need to say, je parle pas français. Je parle pas français. I parle, speak, pas is not or don't, so I don't speak. Français is French, so je parle pas français. Sorry, je parle pas français, or you can just say je parle pas français, so those people understand that you don't really speak French, and then you can shift to another language or ask for help or something. Though I don't think this situation should actually happen, because now in France people are speaking a lot of English, but je parle pas français is what you need to be saying. The next thing, in case you need to be asking for directions to go somewhere and you're lost, this is probably going to happen to you. If you want to ask someone in French, if you want to dare to ask someone in French and have the courage to ask, all you need to do is add this expression before your destination. Pour aller à. Pour aller à, which means how do I go to? How do I go to? So if you want to say pour aller à Sephora, the perfume store. Pour aller à Sephora. Pour aller à Starbucks, pour aller à Metro, pour aller à pour aller, I don't know, pour aller à cafe or resto, whatever. Wherever you want to go, all you need to do is pour aller à, so the person across knows that you're asking them for directions, and hopefully you will get directions. Another expression that you guys need to remember, for everything that you want in French, you need to say I would like, and the term for that is je voudrais. Je voudrais. Je voudrais, which means I would like. It can be used universally across anything. So je voudrais coffee. You don't need to actually learn the whole sentence if you're not speaking French. I would say the whole sentence. That's because I'm learning French or I speak French. But if you don't, all you can do is je voudrais, which basically translates as I like or I would like. So you can say je voudrais cappuccino, je voudrais cheeseburger, je voudrais je sais pas, Perrier, whatever you want, je voudrais. Okay. What else do we have? Okay, in French, a nice expression if you want to say, oh, that's cool or that's nice or whatever. The French use a word called sympa, S-Y-M-P-A, which is very universally used. It can be used to describe anything that's nice or anyone that is nice. So like in English, we would say, oh, he's a sweet person, so you say sympa. Oh, that movie was really nice, sympa. The restaurant is really a nice, cool place, sympa. So if you remember sympa, you can say it across, sympa, merci. Okay, so for example, even if someone like a waiter serves you something and you just want to say that's nice of you, thank you, you can just say sympa, merci. As I'm sure you all know that merci is thank you in French. So sympa is something that you can remember. Pardon is something that I already told you. And finally, if you want to say okay in French, well, okay is perfectly acceptable to say in French because modern French does accept the word okay. But if you want to go ahead and learn it in French, you can say d'accord. D'accord is okay. So anyone says something to you and you want to say, yeah, okay, cool, d'accord, merci, d'accord, 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 okay. So these are, I mean, little expressions that you can add in. And finally, if you want to say excuse me is excusez-moi, excusez-moi. Very commonly used, again, excusez-moi, if you want to say excuse me in any context. So guys, let me know if you have any other questions, if there are any other expressions that you recommend that I should use or add to this list, or any other French expressions that you kind of want to know. Just leave it in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. I'm going to try and respond to each of you individually. If any of you French speakers out there have any other comments on what word I should use or add to this list, or make another list for when you go to Paris, please tell me what, and I'm happy to hear from you. In the meanwhile, if you have any pronunciation mistakes or anything, or pronunciation issues, just ask me and I'll help you pronounce them. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I'd love to hear from you. So looking forward to that, and hopefully till my next video, enjoy planning your next trip to France, and I'm going to talk to you in the next video.